everybody. Well, my name is Fred Korf. I'm a firefighter in Northbrook, and my partner in Cohart here for the parade
is Bob Jager, one of the village trustees helping out today.
Okay, we're here to celebrate Northbrook Centennial Fest, 100 years. The village turned 100 years of birthday today, and we're going to be announcing for the Parade of the Century, which is a fire truck, antique, and modern equipment parade, muster, they call it in the fire department. And both of us will be telling you a little history about each vehicle and where they're from. Well, I can hear the fire truck sirens and everything coming around the corner.
Here they come, and of course what's be leading us is the flag.
Yes.
Do you know any of those people that are coming down?
Yes, I do.
Would you like to tell us who they are?
This is the Associated Firefighters of Illinois State Honor Guard. We do have two members of our fire department that are in the Honor Guard, Pat Crown and Tom Solinsky.
Now, Pat Crown is the son of Bernie.
Bernie Crown, who was one of the original volunteers, yes.
Wonderful guy, worked hard, and it's a family affair here, isn't it?
It is.
So many times.
This is a special honor for us firemen. These guys do this all voluntarily wise. And
I see 4 flags there. What are we looking at? The American flag, and what else are we looking
American
at?
State of Illinois flag, the Illinois Firefighters Association flag, and I can't see what the last one is. That must be the...
I have to check that one out.
I think that's the... I can't see it. But,
yeah, well, I'll tell you, it's a beautiful sight. A beautiful sight. Now, I hear... do I hear the pipes? I think I hear the pipes.
Hey, what fire department is gonna? You got to have your bagpipes going.
Look at this! This group looks really sharp.
Yeah, this is the Highland Guard of Northern Illinois Pipes and Drum and Bugle.
Well, I'll tell you what. I've never seen a group look smarter than they do today.
Yeah.
They're really sharp, and they're quite proud. Now, are these guys all firefighters as well?
I think so. Yes. In fact, one of them is just got hired by the village of Northbrook. He's in the Northbrook Fire Department.
What is that gentleman's name? I met him last night. Young fellow.
Yeah, Moran.
Yeah, very nice young man.
Moran.
Yeah, I see a young lady out there. Apparently, we have lady firefighters too.
We have a couple of them out there.
Yeah, absolutely.
There we go. Look at these guys.
Well, the crowd is excited. They're clapping. And I'll tell you, I see a vehicle coming. What do we see here?
Here we go. This is the guy that started it all, huh? This is Chief Jay Reardon.
This is the chief. This is the man in charge, right?
There he is.
So if there's anything happens in Northbrook, the chief is the man.
That's the big boss.
Okay,
he's
so
a great guy.
Now what is he riding right there? He's got, looks like a very interesting vehicle. That's just not a vehicle for him to ride in. There's equipment on there, isn't there? Usually?
Yeah, there is. He has a special equipment, his administrative wise.
Communication-wise?
Yeah, communications and administrative-wise. This is like his personal vehicle that he drives home.
Right.
And, goes to meetings.
But, I mean, he can get called 24 hours a day. If something happened, he gets on there. He's brought status-wise.
Yes. And
the latest.
Basically, he would, the district chief that's on duty that day, Chief Reardon, would basically do like the plans.
Now, it looks like one of the oldest firefighters has just been taken out, and he's going to go to the, we have a little area there for the guests today, and he's going to be taken over. Do you know who that is?
That's Ken Trolson.
That's Ken Trolson.
Retired fire chief and one of the original paid-on-call and volunteers. He's riding with Chief
We got a little minute on there. You say original volunteers. What is a firefighter volunteer back in the old days? They were volunteer, but they got paid, or what was it?
No, the volunteers, basically, they were just, working class people that did this for, pride and, take care of their town. Last night at the dinner, everybody was talking.
So in other words, they work all day and be available at night, and all they got was maybe a pat on the back.
Pat on the back from all the village residents, yeah.
And that went out, I think, into the 60s or something.
64, I think it was.
Yeah.
They
and then we went out to what we call a paid-on-call type.
Paid-on-call, where the volunteers were paid for.
And in a way, that was almost like a volunteer, though, wasn't it? I mean, we're not talking big money here.
No. I mean, but they did it for the love.
It's a labor of love, isn't it?
Just like everybody else.
And bottom line, and without the paid-on-call people, we had a real problem. Otherwise, we'd have to have full-time. And the cost of the average village cost would be too high.
Pretty astronomical, yeah. And basically, the paid-on-call people come in when there is a fire in the village. They come and man the extra apparatus at the firehouse in case there's another call. while we're at the fire.
Now, what do we see here? This is an interesting vehicle coming here.
Okay, this is the district chief's vehicle.
Okay.
He's the man in charge of all the companies that day, all the men and personnel.
Well, that looks, again, pretty much similar to what the chief has.
Yes, it's a Suburban, and that's Captain James Hoover, who's one of the original paid on call, and in fact, he's in charge of all the paid on call.
That's right. Captain Hoover was at the banquet last night.
Yeah. He was in charge of our Centennial Committee for the fire department.
He worked hard. You could see he's very proud. And then who's driving? Is that Mr. Damish there driving?
Mr. Damish driving our brand
village president driving the 1102.
Yeah.
Is that a new vehicle?
Yeah, that's our brand new vehicle. In fact, it looks like our brand new fire truck is going on a call.
We just got a call.
Yeah. So they're actually going on a call right now.
Now, let me ask you this. You don't think that was staged here, do you?
Yeah,
All of a sudden, we got...
Okay, here we go.
Paramedic. Now, what? They sent a paramedic ambulance and a regular vehicle out.
It must be a fire call, fire alarm, or something like that, because the truck is going.
There goes our ladder truck.
Yeah.
Right down the line.
Yeah. We'll talk about them then.
Oh, I hope they come back.
Yeah, they'll be back. But that was, they got a call, so, hey, we're on duty. They have to go.
You know, I'm proud of Mr. Damish, our president. He was driving that car, and he pulled over. He knew exactly what to do, didn't he? You know, there's a bird. He did relaxed. He was not nervous at all.
Right.
Okay, what do we see here?
Okay, here's our 1996 Squad 12. This truck carries equipment for any kind of happenings that's going on. Anywhere from hazardous material spills to car accident. It has the Jaws of Life on there. It has chemical pickup equipment. It has air on there for our SCBAs that we use in fires.
So this vehicle is packed with everything we possibly could use.
Yes, it is. Packed with every piece of equipment you can imagine.
The word firefighter may be, we might have to come up with a new term in some respects. We don't just fight fires anymore, do we?
No, we don't. We're well-rounded.
What are some of the other things that fire?
We do everything from high-rise rescue to trench rescue to EMS to hazardous materials to water rescue.
There's a gentleman driving our number 10R. What is this?
This is our reserve engine over at the station where I work.
Okay.
It's in 1992.
Yeah, this is Pierce. Looks like it's in still pretty darn good shape, though.
Yes, it is.
But that didn't have the equipment that the vehicle we just saw. I mean, this is, and here's an 11R again, a backup at one of the
another reserve equipment over at the station at the other station.
Do these normally get called out on a routine, or they stay in the station as a backup?
They stay in the station as a backup, and we use them if our main vehicle goes in for maintenance or whatever. And then this is our Engine 11, our brand new 2001.
Oh, wow.
Pierce.
This is the newest of the new.
Brand new. It's not even in service yet.
Is this a pumper? Or
this is an engine. It's got a 1,250-gallon pump.
Is that as big as we've got in the village at 1,250?
Yes.
What is? How long would that last if we could, in other words, when we hook up to water, we're in good shape, right?
Oh, yeah. We could put out a lot of fire with that.
How about the lines? How far can we reach with that vehicle?
Well, on the top there's a deck gun, which will put out 1,000 gallons per minute.
1,000 gallons per minute.
And it'd probably go, I don't know, 75, 100 feet, in the air.
Okay.
So that 1,000 gallons a minute is a lot of water, and our truck does the same thing. So each fire truck can pump 1,000 gallons a minute.
Is there any vehicle really that's better than this one? I mean, as far as what it can do, or is adequate for what we do?
Well, basically, you buy the fire truck and then you just put on your add-ons.
Add it to whatever you need.
Right.
Okay.
If you want a 1,500.
Look at this. Now, this is exciting.
Okay, let's see. Which one we got going here? This car won an award for the furthest traveled. It's a Pierce Manufacturing Company, Appleton, Wisconsin.
That is outstanding.
It's a 1935 Ford.
Rumble seat, all decked out. Oh, that is outstanding.
Yeah, it's a fire chief's car, actually.
That car probably is worth the price of admission, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Just to see that car.
A little tumble seat and everything. But it's beautiful. That won the award for the furthest travel from the Appleton, Wisconsin Fire Museum.
Wow, that's outstanding. And I'm going to certainly take a look at that one.
Yeah, that'll be on display.
Now this one's been around a while. What's the story here?
This is the oldest fire truck at a parade.
The oldest fire from Wakanda?
Wakanda. It's a 1968 Studebaker water wagon.
Now, what kind of output do you think that had?
That probably put out about 300, 400 gallons per minute.
And how many the fire persons could ride in there?
Well, it'd be 2 people on this driver and passenger, and then the 2 people on the back. And there's LaGrange.
Now, this looks like their full-time engine.
Yeah.
And they've got, again, what do you call that device that could spray it 100 feet up?
That's the deck gun, the deluge gun. Yeah, that's on the usually on the top of the vehicle. Yeah. Okay, this.
So that stays further away from the fire, so that.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's interesting. We got, it looks like an old
water wagon.
Water wagon. Now, how long did they use these? Was this early in the game, you think?
That's very early. That's probably like what they were talking about last night at the dinner that the village bought first time, and they spent $350
or something.
Yeah. It took them a couple years to raise the money.
Do some raffles. Raffles
they bought it with a raffle. Yeah.
That was a volunteer arrangement.
Yeah. Back in 1901 to 1905 or something, they raised money to buy this. And 300 feet of hose. Now we have, 3,000 feet of hose on each rig.
Wow, look at this.
That's beautiful.
Isn't that outstanding?
That's from the Northern Illinois Fire Museum.
And that was pulled by what? Horses, right?
Yeah, that was a horse-drawn.
What would it take? Looks like at least 2, maybe 4, maybe? Or what?
Yeah, 2 horses.
2 horses?
Yeah.
Okay. And
pretty big. It looks like it's maybe about 500 gallons of water.
500 gallons. Because there was no lines out there in the...
There's no water main.
Water mains,
yeah.
Right. Where would they get water from on those pump?
Well, they would basically just fill that thing up and keep it filled.
And if they didn't have that, then maybe go to a person's well.
Right.
Possibly.
If they hook up to a well or a lake.
It was a lake close by and
they could suck it out from the lake.
Yeah.
And here's the city of Rosemont. The 1923 Ahern Fox pumper.
Yeah, now that looks like pretty practical. It had water. Now, how much is that water in the top, or is that a gasoline?
That's probably the water tank. It probably held 100 gallons. And then the steam bubble on the front.
What would be there? It was for pressure?
Yeah, the steam engine would probably pump pressure for the water hoses.
And that was another factor too, wasn't it? The ability to.
Yeah.
What do we got here?
This is from Glenview.
Oh, this goes back a while.
Yeah, that's that looks. I can't find her on the sheet here, but that's from the Glenview Fire Department. I think
like
it's a 71 Seagrave.
71. Okay. So some of these vehicles are still in use, even if they're 70, 80 years.
Right.
Now this little vehicle, I don't think that's going to do very much, is it?
Right. And we got a little clown going there from Naperville. Is that Naperville?
Yeah.
I can't find the sheet. Let's see, here we got 120. Here we go. Highland Park Fire Department, 1929, LaFrance.
Yeah, that's the one name that I recognize as LaFrance. They used to make all the big pumpers there.
Right.
Now the pumper would rely on the water from the lines, right?
Right, exactly.
Okay.
And the man that was driving that fire truck is a retired. He was a paid-on-call volunteer in Northbrook. Now he works on the Highland Park Fire Department.
Wow, that's outstanding.
Don Nelson.
Yeah. What a vehicle just went by. What is that? We don't see those anymore. That looks like a
1923
Mack?
Ford Model T. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Well, they're going back, so they're going by so fast. They just went by the Downers Grove 46 Chevy. Again, again, these are primarily where water is available, right?
Right, exactly. Why aren't we?
Look at these going by. The Riverside Fire
Department. 1924 Seagrave. That's in real good shape.
Pretty sophisticated vehicles for the 20s, though. Look at them.
Yeah.
Here's a 1930 Model A. How do you like that?
From the Elburn Fire Department.
And it still looks like it's operational.
Yeah.
Looks like it could work today.
Look at the shiny brass fire extinguishers on it.
Look at this one. Oh.
Here goes a private owner.
Owner by J. Olson Northbrook.
Yeah.
Boy,
J. Olson.
They got the whole family on there. That's a family outing.
That's an old
I think it needs a new paint job, though. What do you think?
Probably doesn't want to do that.
When did they go to this crazy color, as they say?
This is from Elk Grove Village. That's the Mack Quint. A Quint. That's a ladder truck and an engine. They can put that tower up and squirt water out of it. It does 3 things. And then we have another Quint behind them from Oak Brook.
So this is kind of an all-purpose vehicle.
Right. They're short.
That we just saw, that chartreuse, is that considered state-of-the-art color now, or is that a matter of...
No, that's actually from the, in the early 80s, everybody went to green, thought it would be more of a visible.
Yeah.
Now everybody's going back to red. Then we have the North Lake.
Oh, here comes Glencoe. This is, what is this, 154? Boy, we moved quickly.
All right, Glencoe Fire Department. It's a 1990 Pierce squad truck. This is like our squad. It carries all kinds of equipment for rescue to firefighting. This is also an engine too.
Well, that looks like a pretty current vehicle. That's very similar to ours, isn't it? I mean, with all the
Except this one has a pump. So it's an engine and a rescue squad.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Morton Grove engine.
Oh, this is Morton Grove, and again,
Morton Grove 1992 Pierce pumper. Engine number 5. He's in our district.
wow, you know, I'm really impressed with the quality of these vehicles.
Yeah.
Now here comes what looks like a fun vehicle.
Yeah, Fox River Grove.
Where's that Fox River Grove?
Yeah.
They're on the program here somewhere. Like, wow. I think we got them mixed up here a little bit. They're in and out. Yeah, it's going to be a little hard. There's one, yeah, it's 134. I thought we had a problem. Here comes 134, which is a Cary Fire Protection District 2000 Stupin tower ladder. What is a tower ladder?
Tower ladder. It's got a basket on the end of it where firefighters sit in the basket, and then there's nozzles on the end on each side of the basket.
That is a big piece of equipment. That is a major piece of equipment.
Right.
How high would that go usually?
That's probably about 75 feet.
Wow. And here comes another tower ladder. Huh?
This is a brand new vehicle there. It's Carpenterville. It's probably a 100-foot aerial basket.
I mean, we're talking big.
That's probably about $700,000 or something like that.
$700,000.
Yeah. That's a big piece of equipment.
Outstanding. Outstanding. Well, they're coming fast and furious here, and they kind of mixed us up.
Right, they are.
So we'll have to just kind of be just like everybody else. Take a look at it.
Right.
Now, I see ladders on the side of these vehicles.
Well, in the old fire trucks, they put the wooden ladders on each vehicle, and the new modern fire trucks we do too, but they only had room for a couple, where we can carry 3 or 4.
Did they really use those ladders, or did they? I mean, were they more?
Oh yeah, they
were.
Well, you know, back in the early days, there was mostly one, single-story houses.
Yeah.
And this is Squadzilla. This is from Prospect Heights Fire Department.
Okay.
And they says right on the side there, Squadzilla. That's a real nice piece of equipment.
That's a 1996 Pierce Lance Squad. Now, how many people could ride in that one, do you think?
Oh, probably about 6.
Yeah, in other words, all you would need, everybody gets comfortable, and they're not standing out.
Right, they're not saying, it's air conditioned, everything like that.
When did they start air conditioning these vehicles?
Probably about 5 years ago.
Yeah, that's what I heard, yeah. Outstanding.
All right, Elmwood Park Fire Department.
And
E1 ladder truck.
The air conditioner is really for health reasons and conserve the strength when they're fighting. Sure. So that when you get to the site, you're ready to go. Yeah. Oh, that was a beautiful Elmwood. That's another big ladder truck there.
And I think this is Chicago Fire Department's brand new special equipment truck. It's a Purple K. It's brand new. It's not even in service. I think they bought 2 of them.
What number is that on the program? 129 looks like. I can read it from a distance.
Looks 158.
158, okay.
Yeah, it's a Ford chemical truck, they call it.
Okay, so this goes into this other area that we talked about. That not necessarily fires, but
this is something for like electrical fires.
Yeah.
You know, Commonwealth Edison fires, stuff like that. Yeah.
Wow.
Brand new truck, not even going yet.
Special spray for a...
Purple K. It's a big fire extinguisher.
So what's that? Yeah, so in other words, like the old ABC arrangement? Okay. Only a big one, huh?
Yeah. 159, which would be Chicago Office of Emergency Communications.
Wow, this is purely communications, it looks like, huh?
Right. You can see all the radio antennas on the top.
It looks to me like it was a former paramedic ambulance and they reconverted. You guys do a lot of that, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you change stuff over and cannibalize, I guess would be a word. Yeah, you do a lot
Rolling
of that.
Meadows, another suburb near us.
That one looks like it's been around a little while.
Yeah, that's probably early 90s.
Early 90s, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. How long is some of these vehicles? 20 years?
20 years, yeah. Just on the mileage is all you're worried about.
And
because they're maintained great, so it's...
So really, if you could keep you could keep them in pretty good shape. Now, I know that we've been offering some of ours on a trade-in so that they're not just... they're given to other communities that could use them. It's getting very noisy.
Yes, it is.
Wow.
This is the Knollwood Fire
I'll
Department.
tell you, folks, for you on the radio, this is an experience of a lifetime. If you've never seen this, I can't explain it. Vehicles of all kinds. Come on down to Northbrook today. See these vehicles for yourself. Bring your kids. This is a family affair. They're going to have hot dogs and soft drinks. As far as I know, they're all free. I don't think they're charging for the hot dogs.
I don't think they are.
I think it's going to be free.
And
Northbrook is celebrating. We're proud of the event, and their guys are just doing a great job.
Right.
I tell you, my spine is tingling right now.
Yeah.
I want to get up there on one of those.
We'll have to get you a ride.
Notice this thing is really a big truck.
This is the same kind of aerial truck that we saw a little bit ago.
Right.
Same vehicle. Except
Really
it's from
outstanding.
Romeoville.
Outstanding, yeah.
And there we go, Lincolnshire, which is just down the road here, Lincolnshire Riverwood.
Yeah, right down the road. Right down the road. Now we have. What's this 911 with the backup? What do we call it?
911 dispatcher. Red Center's our dispatchers. They do a great job.
So how does that work for the people in Northbrook? Are they basically?
Well, basically, when you call 911, it goes to Glenview,
Yeah.
where the 911 center is. And actually, when they pick up the line, it tells you the name of the person and the address
Okay.
where you come from, and they'll ask you fire or ambulance, and then they'll give it to another person who dispatches us over the radio to each station, and they'll dispatch, the appropriate vehicles. It's all on a computer. Tells them what to do.
But now, if Northbrook doesn't have the necessary vehicles,
they'll grab it from the surrounding communities. Yeah,
And
we
then
all work together.
And then when you guys are out, somebody's covering your.
Cover their area. Yeah. Oh, we always cover and help each other. Evergreen Park.
Evergreen Park.
Yeah, that looks like a pretty new piece of
They've got
equipment.
they've got their gun on top up there.
Right, the deck gun on top, and American flag. That's a 2000 E1 pumper, engine 49.
Wow, that's outstanding.
Here we go around lake. That looks like a big pumper. Probably got about 1,000
I like that
gallons.
sign. Do you have a fire escape plan
For your home, yeah.
Boy,
We're starting to do a little advertising on our
That's
trucks
a great idea.
And here's the Troy.
No, Troy
Fire.
pretty good distance away.
Yeah. It's got a 1,250 gallon per minute pump on her, just like the Northbrook rig do. The village of Clarendon Hills.
That one looks like it's like the 80s or so.
Yeah, that's a 1986
Yeah.
Mack Pierce pumper telesquirt.
Yeah.
And it reaches 50
Still
feet
in great
in the air.
shape, though. Look at it. Great shape. All right. Here comes some of our finest police department. And, the police are involved in this, too, aren't
Right.
they? Many
Yes,
times?
they are. They're celebrating their birthday, too.
They are, too. And bottom line is that you guys work very close with them for security and getting to the area.
Well, we go on calls. They go on calls with us. And that was a couple of the motorcycle guys. They're big Harley-Davidson bikes that they ride.
Yeah, they get there pretty quick, don't they?
Yeah. And there's the Gurnee Fire Department, the 1996 E1 Century Squad. They even got their website right on the fire truck.
Yeah,
How about that?
That's a very good idea. It's a great idea. Now, this is a bit older truck.
Yeah, this is Chicago Ridge Fire Department,
A little bit more in
1965
my
Mack.
vintage, 1965.
Yeah. They
That's
got
the year I moved to Northbrook, so
They got a POW flag, an American flag stuck on the rig. That's
there
nice.
you go.
Here's another Chicago Ridge fire truck.
And with that POW flag and the American flag together, kind of does tie together the feelings that the fire persons have towards.
Most of us came from the military.
Many of them came from the military.
Exactly.
Defended their country and then came back. Right.
Yeah, they called that an E1 Gladiator pumper.
Wow. Now this is a interesting vehicle right here.
Yeah.
Lake Bluff.
Lake Bluff Fire Department.
Okay. Boy, it looks like they really have a great turnout today.
Oh, there's lots of trucks. And we're televising live on WGBK Glenbrook Radio, 88.5 FM on your dial. How about that, huh?
That's outstanding. And I hope that you're still with us. I know it's a little noisy, but it's kind of a fun event.
Yes, it is. That's Niles. They're in our district with us. They come and help us out.
A little later, we'll get a chance to talk, I hope, to a couple of people here. And,
we got the Glenside Fire Department, the 1995 Pierce LaFrance pumper.
Oh, there's an older one, too. Now, this is interesting. Tell us about the Morton Grove. What do they have
Morton Grove, that's the emergency services truck. That's probably just an equipment truck. We got lighting, probably have special equipment inside
so they
there.
can set up, if it's a night fire, they can
a night fire, long term, probably
I haven't
generated.
seen any mess trucks yet. What's going on here?
Yeah, we got, well, there's another equipment truck, Morton Grove Emergency
Yeah.
Service. That could be like the, as the guys and the volunteers drive that, bring that to the fire scenes. All right. We're really rolling here fast, aren't we?
Yeah, they're really going through. You know, so here's number 143.
That's the Elmwood Park Fire Department. This
This
truck,
is a really new vehicle, 1997.
yeah, that's really looking good.
What is a pumper squad? In other words, is that both for...
Pumper squad, it carries more people on. It probably has like the Jaws of Life and rescue
Right.
equipment plus
Right.
the engine equipment. And now, like this one too, it's got evidently it has rescue equipment and
work
firefighting.
together, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we're multiversal now. We try to do everything we can, and
Look at
each
this.
person's training
That's-
everything.
I hope
There we go. Well, that's squad. That's probably their rescue squad.
What he needs for the vehicles.
Yeah.
Now that's the air conditioning. It looks like that's been retrofitted. on
Right,
the
and
top,
you can carry personnel in the back. It's probably air
Could
conditioning.
they
in the
use
back.
that as an emergency vehicle for movement of
Oh yeah.
a victim?
Oh yeah, they can
If they had to do that?
put people inside there and
Yeah.
help them out. Here we go, Schiller Park's ladder truck, ladder tower. Probably a 100-foot aerial ladder. That looks pretty brand new.
Boy, that is outstanding.
That
Look at
cherry
that's a
red,
Pierce
doesn't it look good?
Pierce Arrow. What do you think? Another 700,000 for that?
Yeah, that would be up there.
Right in
Yeah,
there?
6,000, 7,000.
We got a lot of tax money here, though.
Oh yeah.
Well, you never think about this until your needs come, right?
Right.
And look at the little kid with his hands over his
Boy,
ears.
the little
that's one
kids
of the-
really like this, don't
That's the dogs don't like it too well either.
they? Engine
But
23
it's an
from
exciting
Wheeling.
event. It's an exciting event. Now, what's this ISO Class 3 that's on?
That's an insurance state rating. They basically measure out.
That's pretty good rating, isn't it?
Well, 3 is like the middle.
Yeah,
We're a 2.
We're a 2.
Yeah, we'll be a 1 here.
We're going to
pretty
be a
soon.
1.
Yeah, which is the
One
best.
is a best rate.
It rates your water supplies
Morning,
and your fire department personnel and your manning. And there's
We're having a
Sue.
good time, Susan.
Sue by DeCisa.
Come on, Sue.
she wrote
is writing the book.
Yeah, she wrote the book about
She
the
wrote
fire
the
department. She wrote it. She's the
I
author.
read that last night, the first 40 or 50 pages.
Right.
And it's a novel. It's a great story.
It's a great book.
And they're going to sell that book.
They are
And
selling
they're
it.
going to sell it for $35. It's a bargain.
Oh
If you
yeah.
want to order one, they're going to have some opportunity.
So we're gonna have opportunities. You
But
can
this
get
is
it in
the
town.
history of Northbrook
Right.
in their fire for 100
years.
I mean, this is something everyone should have.
Right.
It's a book you can use. The kids, make them responsible, understand what's going on.
I'm sure if you just stop by the Village Hall in Northbrook, you probably get a form.
We'll have plenty of opportunity.
Or stop by here during the celebrations
There
today
you
and
go.
tomorrow, and you can probably get the
Very good.
order form for the book.
I
And here's
see.
our ambulance,
Yeah, the ambulance is
Northbrook
coming.
Ambulance 10. It's a station I work
You're
out
going to
of.
give me a drink, aren't you? Very
Yeah.
good.
There we go. This is a 1990. Oh geez, I can't remember that one. Been a long time since I've been on the ambulance.
Well, let me tell
That's
you.
a 2000 ambulance. That's a
We have a
2000.
spectator over here. Ron, come on over here for a minute.
Yeah.
I'd like to talk to Ron. This is Ron Bernardi. Everybody in Northbrook knows Ron.
Oh yeah.
Ron is the Mr. Volunteer. Ron, talk a little bit in here.
It's a beautiful afternoon, everything. Great.
Yeah, good. What's your feeling about this now? You've been watching.
This is the most. I've been watching 4th of July parades for years. This really, I think it tops them. Where are you going to see 100 fire trucks in one
day.
in one place?
Outstanding.
It's moving along very quickly.
Yeah. It's one of our
And
volunteers.
it's just a great evening out here. A lot of families. It's a beautiful day. What more could you ask for?
And you're going to participate later in the day over in the park and
Right.
doing all that thing.
There's our Northbrook's
right, we're gonna have a great
oldest
time.
vehicle. That's Northbrook's oldest vehicle. That's a tower.
Is that one about due for?
That's a 73 Stessman ladder truck, tower ladder. That's
we're
our
gonna
oldest
keep it for a
vehicle.
little while though.
Yeah, we're
Now,
talking
how
about
high does that
redoing
truck-
it.
How high does
That goes
truck-
75 feet.
75 feet.
Yeah.
So
75 feet.
does that reach the top of the Sheridan?
No, it won't. It'll probably
doesn't?
only reach by about the 6th, 5th floor, maybe.
But we have a vehicle that goes what, to the 8th floor?
Yes, we have a 100-foot Pierce Lance ladder truck. That's a 1996. It'll reach about the 8th floor. Rescue people
Hey,
from the
here
8th
comes
floor.
the number 10.
This is
Right,
my
now,
truck.
Here comes
right
the last
Your truck.
entry.
This is my
This is your
engine.
guys here.
Number 10. Here's our very
Yeah.
own Northbrook.
Okay, Northbrook. Outstanding. Now, what
Fire
are we looking
department.
at? What are we looking at?
That's Ray Starzek. He's an engineer on today's shift. He's been around 20 years.
20 years.
20 years, Ray.
Wow.
And he's with Ron Schindleber, who was one of the old Village paid on call people,
Yeah,
you know, grew up in the village of
I've known
Northville.
Ron for 30 years, wonderful guy.
He's a lieutenant on today's ship.
Quiet speaking, but I'll tell you, firm, and when he makes up his mind, that's the way it's going to be.
Strong thumb.
You boy, that's it.
Great leader, though.
Straight arrow, right down the
Yeah,
line.
he's a good guy.
Look who just came in.
Oh,
Look at
there he
here,
is.
our fire
This guy.
chief.
The big guy.
Maybe he wants to
Chief
give some
Jay
reflections on the parade.
This is Chief
Yeah.
Jay Burden. What did you think, Chief, on the parade?
I think it's a wonderful day in Northbrook. I think we saw somewhere around 100 different fire departments
did.
come through.
But the static display is outstanding. The kids can get on the vehicles, they can look at them. There'll be people there to explain, right?
That's right. I'm sure the people who own the antiques, they look forward to showing off their prize work.
Boy,
Right.
that's outstanding. My spine is still
Yeah.
tingling. Fred.
Well, we got to say thanks to Chief because he, put all this together with the help of a lot of people, but, he's the main guy, and I think he's done a great job so far,
Well,
huh?
Fred, you've done a great job. It's been a pleasure
I appreciate
being with you today, and,
Yeah.
I am humbled by your experience and your knowledge. I take a great pride in my knowledge, but I'll tell you, I'm standing back today. I'll tell you, it was outstanding. It was really great. I saw one of the vehicles that went by. I was very impressed about it. Do you have a fire plan or escape plan? I like those ideas where we remind people how important it is to discuss in their homes
Sure.
what would happen.
It's amazing. They do fire drills in the school, yet we hardly ever have fires in the school. But where we have most of the fires in the home, rarely is there a fire drill in the home. So I agree with you wholeheartedly, Bob.
That'd be something we could definitely promote and,
Yes.
and encourage, and every family should have an escape plan, shouldn't they not?
That's exactly right.
That's great. I think this day can be in the future. I like to hope that we will do this again. Do we want to wrap this up?
Sure, I was just looking to see if we can find somebody else to talk with.
Is there anybody else out there that, why don't you see if we, do we have any Shermanville kids? I thought I saw one that just went by. Did I see a Shermanville kid? Well, there she goes.
She ran away fast.
She ran away fast. Oh, look at that.
The Centennial.
Oh, I just was awarded the Northbrook 100-year Centennial coin. The coin of the realm. Oh,
Here, let's ask this young little girl here how she liked
let's
the parade.
Come on over here a minute. We'd like to interview you. Come on over.
Come on over.
Come on, kids. Go ahead. Come on. We're not going to bite you. Come on over here. Come on.
Here, Sarah, you want to be interviewed?
We're talking on the radio.
You're on the radio, sweetheart. Sit over here. We want to get your viewpoint. What's your name?
Sarah.
Say it again, real loud.
Sarah.
Sarah.
Okay. What did you think of the parade? Did you like it?
Yeah.
Were you scared at all with all that noise?
No.
No. Did Mom? You're glad Mom brought you today?
Yeah, because I saw a dog where I had the Beanie Baby, and I think it's really funny.
You thought it was very funny. What's your name?
Jessica.
And what did you think of the parade, Jessica?
It was cool.
Really cool. Have you ever seen anything like this before?
No.
No, we haven't either, Jess. This is a first, a big event for us. We're real glad that you enjoyed it and you had a good time, right?
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Got one little more boy here. What did you think of the parade? What'd you like?
The water truck.
Oh, the big fire trucks? What's your name?
Mitchell.
Mitchell. So you liked all the big red fire trucks, and did you see the dog? The Dalmatian dog in the fire truck? Good. So did you hear all the sirens?
Uh-huh.
All right. So you gonna come back next time?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we'll wait for you on 4th of July to see the fire truck.
Okay.
Okay? Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. All right, so we're going to wrap it up from the front of the Village Hall. And maybe we'll recap a little bit what's supposed to happen today.
Why don't we do that? Take a few minutes, radio people. There's a lot of people out there that were unable to be out today. There's the seniors.
The seniors.
Those are laid up in the hospital, whatever.
Right.
I hope we brought some pleasure to them. And especially, I'd like to take a minute and thank all those who have been involved in fire rescue, fire safety. The one thing we haven't mentioned today is the families of the fire persons.
Yes.
And what they do to contribute to make it possible, because it's not easy for a family to have a person gone every third day for 24
hours. That's the one. That's the hardest part of our job.
Part of the job, right?
It's not like you can come home because the water, your water heater broke. You got to
There's
stay at
flooding
work.
in the basement,
and
you can't go.
Yeah,
you have to stay.
your wife has to be strong and be able to handle minor crises that come out to the house.
That's right, and it's a little tough sometimes in a marriage, and they have the family has to be as much behind the job as the fireman is. Otherwise, it doesn't work.
Yeah, because we work Christmas and we work our birthdays.
You work your birthday, you work anniversaries.
Right.
Important. You can't. you can't attend certain events. I mean,
Right.
it's really, we just don't understand all of that. I think it's outstanding. Where do you see the fire department going the next few years? You see it changing in any way?
Well, I think now they're really safety minded, so there's a lot of big major changes with the thermal imagers. I mean, they're phenomenal. You can just walk into a house where you couldn't see an inch in front of your face, and now you can walk in there and, like you're walking in daylight.
So we could make sure that there's no persons present, and from a safety standpoint, that's certainly a problem.
Right. I mean, you can walk through a house in a matter of minutes where it took you, a long time to search through the smoke for trying to find somebody trapped in a fire.
Right.
Now it's just real fast. I mean, you can walk just like you're walking down the street.
What about the preventive part of the fire?
Well,
what's happening
education-wise,
there?
now they're doing a lot in the schools,
All right.
and then what a lot of people are having sprinklers put in the house.
Yeah.
So
And
that
that's
helps
a
out.
step in the right direction.
Oh yeah, that sprinklers put them out fast. And
Yeah.
it really helps. And then
I think in the future you're going to see that even for single-family homes, right?
Yes.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
rather than just multi-family.
I think the village of Long Grove is if you build a home in there, you put them in.
Yeah.
You know, it's a city ordinance.
I think that's something the village will be looking at as
Yeah.
well.
call days that she has to be home. And if they need her tonight, she gets paid to pick her up.
Yeah.
This brand new, 1929. That's why a lot of the stuff's missing off. Replace some of the stuff with things off a more modern truck, some of the James, and a couple of lights. You can't get Marty stored. There was a guy here before me, was named Clarence Crop. He was a mechanic. He got it running and everything, and they lost interest in it, and then we got it running big in like 1997. We ran the parade in 98 or 99.
How the car's like. That's a generic name now.
Yeah. That wasn't put on until the 40s. That wasn't original with the truck. The Siren or the light. They put it on in the 40s. It's not in the picture. This had a mechanical siren run off the flywheel.
Oh, so this is the truck here then?
Yeah, it's the same truck. That's what it looked like when it was there.
That truck is this truck, isn't it?
They have pictures of this truck throughout all the years, and this was put on in the 40s because there was a couple of 1940 American LaFrances around it. They always had American LaFrances there. These are all American LaFrance Indians, except for their Model A.
You bet. Save lives.
Really cool. We had to bring a picture up so people, they asked us where it was original. It is. They have a picture of this before one was built in New York. When it was delivered, they have a little picture about this big with the serial number on it and everything. So they have all the photographs and original documents and everything. They delivered on a rail car to Highland Park. Roll it off the rail car. It's really cool.
Oh, it is. Okay, well, thanks for being here. Sure. Appreciate it. It looks a lot like the Aaron Spy.
Yeah, it's a little different though. I don't know what an Aaron Spy is.
I was just thinking about it this morning when we moved in.
You know what those doggies usually are? Edible. They usually don't like to
I recognize you from his locker. I'm Dennis Orton. Nice to meet you. Dishwasher, he's doing the laundry. Oh yeah, we're just.
What else do you
Why not? You wear a t-shirt. You sell them period.
want to put on your shirt?
Batteries, but that battery is also the that collects carbon dioxide and it collects a little bit. And all of a sudden, what happens is as long as, third-party tells saying it needs like 20 parts, either you long best of the time, activate your battery. Okay, hey, Matt, 20 parts. This one is going to give you definitely correct. But if you keep, what it does is it samples every 3 minutes. Does it read it 3 minutes, 20 minutes?
That's not what it was intended for. Yeah, there's acceptable way to use the shotgun.
Not here.
Oh. That's just a couple of things I've acquired. Okay, thanks a lot. Sure. It's recording right now. That's volume. These are really cool. Wow, this is an oldie, huh? Close to be about 600 books. That's a lot of money. So, now let's go back. So you won first prize?
Hello, I'm Philip Little. I'm the president of the Fire Museum of Greater Chicago, and we're out here today in Northbrook for their fire department centennial, and we're out here with some of our photographs, some of the displays from the Fire Museum's collection. We have some interesting photographs here of the first fire snorkel that was ever invented in Chicago, 1958 GMC. We also have a picture of an ambulance here from 1928. Everyone's familiar with the paramedics and the ambulance services that fire departments operate today. Chicago, being very innovative fire department, was operating an ambulance service as far back as the 1920s. They were staffed by firefighters at the time who were carried an inhalator, and they performed first aid, so there wasn't really much life support, but they did have an ambulance service to transport the sick and injured to the hospital. We have some other interesting photographs going back to the horse-drawn days. We also have some other interesting apparatus. Chicago is known for its fireboats that patrol the waterways in Chicago. We also have some other interesting pieces of equipment. Again, Chicago being a very innovative city in the fire service. Back to the 1920s, they had air compressor trucks for running breathing apparatus. They had smoke ejection trucks here for sucking the smoke and hazardous fumes out of the fire buildings. So you can see from the different types of apparatus that Chicago, other than just the engine and hook and ladders and rescue squads, they had many other types of apparatus that they were innovative in using in the fire service. These are some of the artifacts from the Fire Museum of Greater Chicago's collection that are on display at 45th and Wallace in Chicago in the St. Gabriel School. We have about 2,500 square feet of library and display areas. And here's some of the collection, some photographs from the collection, a parade uniform from the 1890s. We have different leather helmets that go back to the 1800s, chief's lantern, some of the speaking trumpets that the chiefs use at the scene of the fire to bellow orders to the firemen. This particular helmet was belonged to a deputy fire marshal in Chicago. We have his entire collection up there.
Did you see the helicopter?
Yeah, what's in the bag?
That's not too badge, you have about 100 on it. No, a badge. Walk by those. Yeah, walk towards it. Is that what you drive, Molly? And look at your...
Put your hands on the steering wheel. Big smile.